Supra's starting to go after me. I don't blame the poor thing. I've neglected it for over a year. God, that was a close one. If I don't start working on them fast, that's it for me. Man, it's been a little over a year of neglecting the car. I've had a lot of awesome things happening for me in my life. From the birth of my daughter, who just turned 1 last weekend. She is the absolute love of my life. It's crazy the love you feel for those little humans. To me and my wife buying our dream place. Let me show you a little glimpse of our new house. Whew. I hope you can get a little glimpse there. We found this place back in January of this year, and good part of this year we spent working our butts off, selling our previous home. Let me see if you can see that there. Oh yeah, we were focused on selling our previous house, getting ourselves financially ready to be able to buy this place and move in. We've been moved in for about 2 months now, and I say it's time to start working on the Supra again. In a later video, I'll show you guys a little more. The backyard is freaking awesome. A lot of yard space. But yes, I'm happy to be moved in, and I'm ready to get back into the Supra. Okay, let me get the camera. Check this out. Check out my my GoPro mount. A 3-ton floor jack. I don't know if you can see that there. Come on, baby. We're just getting started. I've had my YouTube channel for a while. Here, let me get the camera situated again. Let me see if it's good. All right, that'll work. I've had my YouTube channel for a while now, and I don't really post a lot to YouTube, but one, it seems like a lot of fun, and two, I think you guys will hold me accountable to getting the car going again. Once I start doing uploads and new videos on the car, I'll have no choice but to continue uploading and to continue working on the car. Like I said earlier, the car's been down for over a year, and through the course of that year, I thought out of sight, out of mind, people would just forget about it. If you haven't seen this car before, you can look up Baltic Supra. This is a Supra that appears on that racing channel. And I appreciate you guys for all the love you've given the car, even throughout the year that it's been down. I saved a few little messages, some being Facebook, some being Instagram. But it's crazy the reach that social media has, and all the people that reach out to me from all over the world. So I want to thank you guys. I owe this to you guys, and for you guys, I'll do more frequent updates. I get a lot of questions on the ATF A340, the automatic transmission that comes with this car. I get a lot of questions on that, a lot of questions on a lot of things on my setup, and I love sharing it. Anything that I know or any knowledge that I can share with you guys to help you with your build, I'm all for it. But I'll share a few. This is someone, I won't go into full details, but this is someone from, it says, I'm from the Caribbean. We love your car in Trinidad, so thank you so much. From Sydney, Australia. Let me see here. Hola amigos, soy de Chile. People are reaching out from everywhere, and that means so much to me. We here in Australia. All right, so I'll read that some other time, but this guy's from Australia as well. New Zealand, Alberta, Canada. Let me see what else is here. Bro, your Supra is nuts. Plenty of awesome ones over here in Australia, but yours is amazing. Again, guys, means the world. Let me see. You've definitely got a badass Supra. Lots of them here in Japan. Lots of us here in Japan are amazed at your ride's progress. I guess these guys have been following the car. I mean, the first video that the car ever featured on that racing channel, it was a pretty much basic Supra. All I had was a set of cams, set of head studs, factory oil pump, water pump, factory head gasket. The motor was completely untouched. We slapped a big turbo on there, tuned it on E85, made 823 horsepower on through the automatic. Car went 9s on that setup. It was a ton of fun on the street, and then like everything else progressed from there. Never in a million years when I bought this car, my intent was to make it fast, but I never really had 9s in sight, much less 8s, and now I want to go for 7s, and I need you guys' help for that one. Let me see here. This guy says, hey bro, absolutely love your car. You inspired me to build my own huge horsepower auto Supra. That's badass. Baltic Supra is one bad mother. Come on. Let me see here. Hey man, love your Baltic. It actually pushed me to purchase mine. So thanks a bunch. Hope you can get a glimpse of the car there. I have an auto Supra as well, looking to build to your style. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You make 8s look easy. Let me see here. I look at Baltic Supra for inspiration. Very clean car, man. I'll leave it at that. But over this past year that the car's been out of sight, I haven't worked on it. I haven't even from the baby to the house to also last year I bought a Nissan GTR, which was a big dream of mine, and it was so much easier just hopping in an already running car and a bolt-on car and not mess with my fully built project. So all these things really had me distracted from this, but like I said earlier, I'm ready to get back into it. I want to show you guys, I guess, kind of where the car is now, what all is it going to need to get up and going again. So you know what? Let's discuss that. I'll pop the hood open. All right. So the car is pretty apart, as you can see. I'll show you guys underneath the engine bay. I've worked on it a little bit recently, taking the transmission out, taking the turbo kits off, intake manifolds off. I mean, the motor's pretty much ready to pull. Yeah, you can see that good there. The motor's pretty much ready to pull. The reason for the motor coming out is I've ran the heck out of this motor over the last 4 years. From previously I had a smaller turbo, so I would run 48 pounds of boost and a 125 shot of nitrous on top of that. This motor's seen lots of nitrous, lots of boost. It's seen some half-mile passes. It's seen some quarter-mile runs, a lot of street stuff over in Mexico, of course. Yeah, let me get the camera ready again. That's pretty good. Come on, I nailed it. So this motor's been through a lot. Last, I want to say like November, December, I started hearing a small maybe rod knock or issue with the bearing, so I decided not to push it at all, just rip it out and take it to real street again. And now it's a year later and I hadn't done that, but but it's time. The last time I competed in the car was, I want to say last May of 17. I went to the Georgia half mile. It was the Wanna Go Fast over in Heaven's Landing. The car went 196.5 miles an hour. It won the private tier class. I want to say there was like about 134 cars in that class. It went 196.5 miles an hour on the first pass. That was 40 pounds of boost, and if you listen to that pass, the car was like breaking up through the pass, and I could feel it and hear it, but I just wanted to stay in it and complete the run. Maybe another reason why the motor's hurt. No, it happened much after that. What was happening was the spark plug gap was too far apart, and it was just blowing the spark, and it did that a couple of times throughout the run. I didn't know it was that till later when we got home. I tried making some fuel adjustments. I tried changing some things around. I tried adding more boost to go 200, and it didn't like it. It was just breaking up even more and more. And it wasn't a fuel related issue, it was a spark. I later noticed. I got home that same weekend, and there was another racing event that I attended. And sure enough, I brought the spark plug gap closer together, turned the boost up from 40 pounds, which was that 196 run, to 47 pounds, and the car was a monster. But I definitely want to go back to the half mile event. Definitely not a Heaven's Landing again. It was a beautiful scenery, but the track was not to my liking. It was very sketchy. I've never been scared behind the wheel of this car, regardless of the speed. I've gone over 200 miles an hour in this car. Never been scared. But that track, it was concrete, which is great, but it was like concrete slabs, and you can really feel the divisions on the road, and it was sketchy. There was like drops off to both sides. Yeah, I don't want to go there again, but there's other airstrips and other places where we could attend the half mile again. I made a comment on my Instagram earlier this year. I took a trip, and I actually didn't even mention them when I was giving the shout out to everyone who's reached out to me. I took a trip with my family, my wife and my daughter, to Puerto Rico, and while in Puerto Rico, I met up with some people that had also messaged me online. His name was Pablo, his wife, and his 3 boys, and we had an amazing time. He showed me all his freaking awesome cars. He showed me around the island of Puerto Rico, and I know they do the Puerto Rico half mile, and going there with time sometime in the near future would be a dream come true. Taking the car there, doing the half mile event there. There's a lot of cool things that can come up ahead, but for now, I gotta take the motor out, take that to Real Street. So I'll show you guys a behind the scenes look at Real Street Performance. You guys probably already seen that awesome facility, but I'll take you guys with me. I want to take the transmission over to ATF. You guys probably already know this, but for the few of you that don't, this is the world's quickest Supra with the original auto trans. So what makes this Supra different than the rest is mainly the fact that it runs the automatic transmission that it came with. This is 4-speed automatic, 4th gear is in overdrive, so I don't really race 4th gear. I go 1st through 3rd, but it's geared to go like 205, 206 in 3rd gear, so it's crazy. And I use that same gearing to do quarter-mile stuff, and the car's still a beast. The car ran a personal best of 861 at 165 miles an hour. I was actually at the Florida 2K 16. I didn't go to the 17 or the 18, but definitely the 19 I will not miss. It was an awesome event. These guys throw an awesome event. Now in March is Texas 2K. Going there will be a dream come true, so we'll see how that goes. The car's gone 861 on that transmission, making it the fastest Supra with the automatic transmission that it comes with. So that's really what makes the car unique. I don't have a Power Glide, I don't have a TH400. The car runs an original differential. I mean, the car as you see it now, you'd be very surprised. I would have never thought this car can get this far with the way it's set up. To give you an idea, this car has factory axles. I've never touched an axle ever. These are the ones that came with the car in 1994. So factory axles. The crazy one is factory dry shaft. So this car still runs a 2-piece dry shaft. I wish I can find it and show it to you. This thing's about maybe 2 inches in diameter and it's 2 pieces. Never broke it. Definitely with time, I'll probably go to a carbon fiber dry shaft, a 1-piece, something better. But if it ain't broke, why spend money on that? Spend the money somewhere else. So the dry shaft is original, the axles are original differential. I run a 17-inch drag radio. I don't have the 15-inch conversion. Come here, girl. Here comes my Shiba Inu. So I think that's part of what makes the car very unique. My goal is to get it to go 7. I'll talk to you about my immediate goal. My immediate goal is to go into the 7, so $799 I'll take, but I want to do that with all glass windows, all Toyota parts. I don't want a Ford rear end. I don't want a Chevy transmission or any other type of transmission. I want to do it with all Toyota parts. So I'm going to go with $799 on a 17-inch drag radio, so that's my goal. If I changed all these parts and found an easier way to do it, I don't think it'll be as sweet. So I want to do it on a 17-inch drag radio. I haven't seen any other Supras running 7s on a 17-inch drag radio, regardless of the powertrain combination. So I want to do that. I want to go 7s on the 17-inch drag radio, the Toyota rear end, Toyota transmission, and pretty much a basic Supra, AC, sound system, as you see it. So that's my immediate goal. My end goal is I would love to go a 780. You know what, 779, let's make it that. And in another video, I'll go more into detail as to why 779. I think that's definitely my end goal. But for now, let's focus on going 7s. So like I was saying, I'll take the motor out, take it to Real Street, I'll show you guys behind the scenes. I'll take the transmission to ATF. Jason, he's the owner of ATF. We've been in talks about making some changes to this transmission to continue to push it even further. This transmission, I get asked a lot, this is an off-the-shelf stage 3. This is what he sells to the public. This is what everybody gets. And I've pushed this transmission far, very far, farther than it's intended to be pushed. But we're gonna make some changes, hopefully to make it stronger. But yeah, I don't think I can wait any longer. There's another Supra right on my tail. He's gone 771 or something, and I went like 761. Oh, I'm so sorry. 7s would have been awesome. Ham and I would have both been very happy. I've gone 861. I think they've gone 870 something. There's another Supra that's gone 880. So there's definitely some right on my tail. Just this Friday, I was copied on a Facebook post of these guys that I believe have gone 870 or so. They're obviously trying to go for the record. Just yesterday, Javier from That Racing Channel texted me. There's another Supra in Miami who's going to be going for the record. So I encourage everyone to go for it. That competition definitely drives me and kind of inspires me. So I can feed off of that. I could use that. But enough chit chat. Let's get to it. The following up video will be ripping the motor out, and then so on and so forth. So thank you guys for, I guess, coming on the journey. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. There'll be a lot of cool content. Like I said earlier, I could use you guys' support and motivation to really keep me here. The family and the business that I run, everything really keeps me sidetracked, but I want to get back in the shop and do what I love. Get back behind the wheel of the Supra and make it some racing events this year. So enough of that, guys. Thank you for watching.